Well, hey. Good morning. Happy Friday. It is April 18th, 2025. This is the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast, industry analyst. Yeah, today we'll go through the latest gaming news, where I've been playing, stuff like that. There's some cool stuff to talk about. And again, it is Friday. I've had a very busy and fulfilling work week, so I am excited to play some video games this weekend, because during the week I don't get too much time, except for what you're about to see. Because yesterday I had the Gundam Explained show, which usually then we do it where wife will go drop off the youngest at soccer. We switch her days, whatever. Anyway, and because of that, I had like some time to myself, and a drop happened that I totally forgot about. I cannot wait to talk about it. So we'll talk about it here shortly. Let's see what else. Ultranumerous, I thought it was Saturday. Well, lucky you then. I guess it was yesterday like a Friday for you. But I actually, you know what? Yes, that sounds right, because isn't it holiday, Good Friday, right? Isn't that like a holiday? So it might have actually felt like Friday for people yesterday. So good point. Okay. Let's see. What should we do here? I think we'll just get into it, because there's a lot I could talk about. And yes, I'm actually also playing G-Gen Eternal on Android right now. On the Gundam Explained show yesterday, I actually did more of a deeper dive into my thoughts, like really talking about what I don't like about it, talking about what I really like about it. So, all right. The sense of time broke. Yeah, I think that happens when like these holidays show up. And the time change too. It's crazy, like, think about how much lighter it is later. Okay. What have I been playing? Well, guys, a game I have been waiting for forever. Before I was even doing my daily streams, I made a video on the demo, I think, of this Tempest Rising, a Command and Conquer like RTS from Saber Interactive, but a bunch of other veteran studios came together and are working on it. It is a blast. It's like sometimes I play games that I'm like, oh yeah, this is like a Command and Conquer like, and I'll play it and I'm like, oh, it feels okay. But then it never really goes anywhere. But Tempest Rising, there's so much it's doing, even its difficulty. I'm playing on normal during the missions. Yeah, and even the difficulty, it's like, I like some of the things it's doing to sort of modernize what is almost like old school, right? Like, I feel like RTS is the Command and Conquer type. I think StarCraft messed them up and made them very competitive, like, right? Where every map was symmetrical. It was okay when you start the map, these are the things you do, right? Command and Conquer had a more dynamic way of doing things. Maps were completely random. You never knew where the Tiberium was, and then you had to just build based on that. And I really like how it did all that. What Tempest Rising is doing is, and I'll give an example. Like, I'm on a level where I have to just defend my base while, and I'll show it to you guys, while airlifting, because there's like showing off like gameplay mechanics. So I have to airlift my units to an area that there's no bridge. Wait a minute. Maybe there was a bridge that I could repair. I totally forgot. But anyway, but as I am sort of like turtling, I guess you'd say, where I'm standing back, building defenses, building up a large army, the game incorporates waves of enemies coming at you that are not on the map. So there's always something. You can't just sit there and sure, some people like to do that. Maybe you can put it on easy for that, but I like that the base difficulty kind of does what I think sometimes these games need, and that's like the challenge aspect, right? The graphics are amazing. So what's very interesting is when it comes to RTSs, especially after the 2000s, when they started becoming 3D, I think CNC Generals was like the first main 3D. I know there have been others. There was Warcraft 3 also. But Warcraft 3 had the very cartoony graphics. That's kind of to the point of what I'm getting at. Blizzard went that direction for graphics, easier to see in 3D. Command & Conquer were still trying to keep it realistic, but it made it hard to see. And it was kind of disappointing to the point to where they made it where clicking when you build a single infantry unit, it's actually like 5. And some games do that. Command and Conquer just doesn't, but they did that to try to solve that issue. And I think the issue is the art direction, because Tempest Rising has art direction that makes everything look so clear, even though you're seeing all these small things with so much detail. And I'm talking about it so much that I could just show it. So I probably will here in a second. Also, Resident Evil Village. Yeah, I had mentioned that I wanted to play that. So let me do something here real quick. So I downloaded, I started it, and you know what? It feels like classic Resident Evil, just first person, which is what the last couple series have done. And it's fun. Sometimes it's kind of a slog. I want to try to beat it though. It's the only one I haven't completed. So, will I force myself? No, because I tend to find the fun in these games because Capcom makes amazing games. The graphics for Resident Evil Village are still better than most things that are out right now. Yeah, wasn't there something else I was just playing and I was like, I can't believe how good these it might have been Assassin's Creed, actually, I might be thinking of. But I thought it was like, Devil May Cry 5, the other Capcom game. Yeah, Devil May Cry 5. Amazing graphics. It could be released today and people would be like, amazing. And I don't know if it has to do with my rig. Like these games came out before I built my computer. So my computer can handle them. But a lot of times when games come out, most people can't play them at the max that's possible. So that's that kind of weird thing that happens with PC gaming. I like if you wait a year or two to play a game and then you play it on PC with your rig on max, like it will look so good. It's unbelievable. So yeah, shout out to Capcom. Amazing graphics. Ultronus, I like turtling myself. By the time you can break through my shell, I already have an unstoppable wall of units sent at you. You should play Tempest Rising. I think you'll like it. And actually what they're doing is the deluxe edition, if you buy it, you can play it right now. And then in 7 days, there's a cheaper version that's going to be available. For me, it's just worth getting the full thing. I mean, when we talk about pricing of games, to me, $50 for the RTS I'm playing right now, totally worth it. and this might be in the news, but the same thing then could be with Mario Kart. So the big deal, Mario Kart yesterday, we were watching live on stream the direct where they're showing off the gameplay. And I wonder if I have a news item for that up. Oh yeah, I kind of do. Okay. And so to me, Mario Kart World seems worth $80. And on one hand, you could be like, well, don't buy into that because then you're telling Nintendo, no, it's worth it. And it's like, well, I think they're pretty confident that it's worth that. And there were N64 games that were up to that level. It's not like it's never happened before. And I don't know. With games being 70 or 100 for the deluxe editions, I feel like Nintendo coming out with their $80 Mario Kart World, completely fine with it. I'm excited. I am very excited about it. They were talking about some different modes. They're talking about having 29 courses. Blah, 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 blah. The thing that I like the most about Mario Kart World is the name World. Doing the world thing. Super Mario World. Like when Super Mario World came out and there was an open world to go to each. To me, that was open world. And that you could find a secret somewhere and then do a shortcut across the map. Like even though you'd go into the individual levels, that was still setting my brain up about the exploration of open world. In Super Mario World, it was so fun to find a level that I could skip the exit and there's a secret exit and then that opened a secret path in the world, So Mario Kart World doing that thing, I think it's amazing. I would play it right now. I want it right now. And so apparently the bundle that comes with, hey, Jam Kill, it's good to see you. The bundle that comes with Mario Kart actually will only be for sale, I guess, through the fall. It's like limited, and I guess the estimation is it would sell out by the fall. So, which I guess it doesn't matter because you could, still buy Mario Kart and buy the Switch. So I guess the idea is you're saving money by buying the bundle, and I kind of want to save money in this instance. But also, I can't wait to play Mario Kart with the family. I know my wife likes Mario Kart a lot. Okay. Oh yeah, let me go next. Not even really playing the game, right? It's just doing everything. Well, just so I can get the currency, so then I can go in and develop and build the mobile suits I want to use. Okay, I feel like I have to excuse myself. Okay, let's jump into some other news. Rebellion CEO hails Xbox Game Pass a huge success for indie hit Adamfall. So, Rebellion, Adamfall. I've talked about Adamfall. I forgot if I played it on here or not. I know I did play it. Not my thing. It is cool though, I gotta say. I guess it's not my thing. Maybe in terms of I should give it more of a chance combat wise. I like the exploration. Once I got into combat, I was like, oh, it's this kind of thing. But maybe I just need to mess with it more because it's unique what's going on there. Anyway, they also did Sniper Elite. They also do the zombie army games. They're always on Game Pass, so it's good to hear them say, like, just make a news article saying it's a hit. They've had more than 2 million players since launch. So good for Rebellion. To me, this is an example of a developer that is always doing good stuff, and we want to root for them. All right, moving on. Star Wars Outlaws Switch 2 release date confirmed. A Pirate's Fortune DLC trailer revealed. So next month, May 17th or something, May 15th, is going to be this Outlaws DLC. I would love to play it. I really liked Outlaws. In fact, I would love to go back into that world and finish everything up. It's just there's so many games, and there's that little layer of Star Wars. What has happened to you? You know. But also, what's cool is the Switch 2 port. So that's what I'm interested in. How well is it going to run on the Switch 2? You would think it wouldn't be anywhere near as good as anywhere else, but we'll see. This is Ubisoft's own engine. Was it Snowdrop or something like that? That might be something else. No, yeah, because it's the developer, which I know the developer. I just forgot off the top of my head. Let's see. The DLC will be accompanied by an update that will grant all players new cosmetic items based on Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Well, there's your problem right there. Owners of the Ultimate and Deluxe Editions also get the Naboo Nobility and Desert Nomad cosmetic packs. Okay, well, I mean, that stuff doesn't really matter. What made Outlaws fun actually was the open world and the exploring around. So I need to get back to do that. And I really like the Outlaws world because while you're in the open world environment, sometimes you're coming across things that, okay, let me do like where the world really does seem lived in. Sometimes open world games don't do a good job of that. I even think with Assassin's Creed Shadows, sometimes the areas are too big and too empty. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so there will be a demo for Outlaws. Oh, that's really cool. So I would, again, I really want to see how it runs on Switch 2, because I guess the other part I was going to add is the way Ubisoft works, I would be able to use my save across platform because I did it on Xbox, PC. Okay. Let's move on. Talked about that. Lords of the Fallen 2.0 update. So Lords of the Fallen. It's very interesting because this was a game that came out a long time ago. A PS4 era. Anyway, this isn't a sequel. This is just another Lords of the Fallen by a different dev. Just to kind of be like a Souls-like, right? But they came out with this 2.0 update. So the game came out, in 2023? And then, let's see. And then I guess this 2025, they came out with an update that's supposed to overhaul a lot of how the game works. So it's almost like I've seen where games got overhauls and then they're like really good. And it's like, oh, okay, that's actually pretty cool. It might be worth jumping back into Lord of the Fallen. I did play a little bit of it and I thought it was pretty neat, just not what I needed at the time. But it might be worth jumping in because I do think there is something to a game when a developer is sticking with it. I feel like that makes the experience better over time. Does that mean you get into the game later then? See, that's another interesting thing. Okay. First person dark fantasy combat game Covenant. So I remember hearing about this. Legion Studios, people behind, Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield, they name all the FPSs. And I remember hearing it thinking, okay, another FPS. And it has some slightly Destiny looking design to it. So I'm like, okay, another one of these, right? Once I started seeing the gameplay, and that's the kicker here, gameplay, showing the gameplay. The game then showed me exactly what's going to make it unique. And that is that it's a first person Souls-like. So I don't know if it's kind of hard to really get a sense, I guess, of the combat, because I think with the Souls-like combat system, if you were going to be playing it, there's a lot of messing up that happens, and it feels organic and natural. And when they're showing off these gameplay things, since they're not showing off a lot of the HUD elements, they want to be careful and not show like a player that's bad at it, because then it might make the game not look too good. So, and that's something I've noticed with gameplay. But so I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because of, I guess what I'm seeing is combo-based sort of fighting that is sort of how it works in a Souls-like, right? Because you're thinking what the next move is, not combos in terms of character action combos, but in terms of the combination of move sets you will use. Because it was showing kicking and then shooting some in the air. And I feel like because it's first person, it's not going to directly one-to-one be a Souls-like in terms of the combat feel. I think it might feel a little like Doom Eternal, but not the schlocky boomer shooter type. More of when it comes to like tactics, positioning. Yeah. Anyway, that was a surprise for sure. And I don't think they have a planned release date for it yet. Yeah, a release date has yet to be announced. So anyway, looking forward to that once I saw the gameplay. Here's another one. I didn't need to see the gameplay. This shot did it itself. I'm joking. It helped. There's this game called Spine that looks so cool. It reminds me of that Wanted Dead that was a surprise play for me. I played it a year later. It was my, I guess, last year game of the year that didn't come out that year. So what's cool about this is, I think Wanted. Oh yeah, it even says similar to games you played, Wanted Dead. Yes, it Wanted provided a very unique gameplay experience that almost felt familiar, but once you got into the nuance, it was really all about close quarters gunplay and positioning. It looks like they're doing that with this, but going even further. And that's the type of gameplay I want to see. They have this other game coming called Ninja Party. Ninja Party is a free parkour action game from the creators of Shadow Fight and Vector. This looks really cool, actually. Let me request access. Anyway, does Spine have a release date? Let me go back to that because I need to add that to my wish list. No. Okay. Spine, definitely want to play 100%. And then this Nitrogen Omega launches in early access this spring. Never heard of it. Let's look at it together. Looks like it's got some anime going on. Open world turn-based strategy. And there's a demo, but I'm not getting a good sense of the gameplay. Unless, because they're just showing the anime, so maybe that's it. And then there's the turn-based sections. I wonder what they look like. That's cool. They do the pilot thing. So this kind of has a Gundam aesthetic to it in terms of its sort of pilots in a mobile suit. And maybe not specifically Gundam, but I don't know. I would have to see what somebody says about it. Okay. Here's what we're going to do now. I want to show you guys Tempest Rising because it is incredible. So I got to say bye to G-Gen for a second here. Let me turn this down. The game is launching slow. Okay. Let me switch to this. All right, guys. This is totally my thing. 100%. We're going to continue on the level I'm at right now. I don't know if I will have time to beat it. Kind of like you, Ultronymous, when we were talking about turtling, I do like to play slow because I like the idea of, I like the building. I have fun. Okay. I have fun in the building. Building defenses. But this map I'm on, it's giving me trouble. Okay. Here we go, guys. This is the game. Okay. Ah, the bridge. No, I can't repair. Did I repair this bridge? No, I don't think they're meant to be repaired. Anyway, I have to get over to this side that there's no way to go up other than using airlifts. And that's what this game is trying to teach you to do. So I have a bunch of guys in there.
Carrier reporting. Autograph reporting.
Guys in here.
Transport Supremo.
I have, okay, I'm
ready.
Tank in here.
Anywhere you say.
And it's interesting because this game 100% is trying to be Command and Conquer, and it's not even
Away we go.
trying to hide that it's trying to be Command and Conquer. Even has Frank Klepacki that did the music from the original. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pull them out. I like making Fortress of Doom. Fortresses of Doom. Yeah. Hey, let me know what other strategy games you played, Autonomous. You can tell me here in Discord. I'm curious. Talos is into them too. Okay.
Caution. Enemy units approaching.
Unload.
Get ready for drop off.
Okay, I'm gonna leave them there. Come back and get more
Away we go.
while I have to fight off this, which I think I'm doing pretty good at now. The waves, I've noticed, the waves that are coming at me aren't as bad as they were. That's okay. Is there no one to fight those guys? Well, at least that's okay, there we go. So you got a drone operator. I guess they have a handgun for troops, and they have a drone that shoots missiles for tanks. All right, guys, come on.
Sir!
There we go. Let's get some real
Fire!
fight
Fire! Infantry!
going. Okay, while I was
Engaging enemy!
doing that, I could have been building this out more. I want to get more drone guys. And then, I guess a scout tank, another tank.
Carrier report.
And we'll get that prepared. So basically, and I know my face is covering the mini-map. I'm at the top right, and I have to bring the troops down to this base. And they have a lot of guys. They just like took me out. But then I have to fly my army up here to then get to that base. I could land here, but it's kind of small, and they're all right here. This actually gives me some formation time.
Keeping her steady. Scouting.
Halo Wars 1, oh man, Halo Wars games, so much better than that. I skipped those games because I was like, you can't play RTSs on a controller.
Yes,
And
Command.
I didn't. I played it on PC, but Halo Wars 2 especially. Okay, Warzone 2100. I haven't played that one. I need to check that out.
Drone up performing. Transport Supremo.
All right. So other troops here: just a field scout, engineer, the drone operator, grenadier, which is very helpful. Actually, I should be building a bunch of those. And then a riot medic, but I need the riot pod. I didn't build that. So when you go to your satellite thing, you know what? I might as well buy it.
Caution. Enemy units approaching.
Okay, if they're approaching, they're probably approaching over here. I need to.
Unit is under attack.
Oh no, they're approaching somewhere else. But I got enough. Take these guys out. Right?
Ready and waiting.
Oh, that wasn't good. These helicopters. Okay, is this helicopter just driving in here? Yeah, it's gonna get blown up though. Okay. Alright.
Need a lift?
Let's put this last guy in here.
Structure upgraded.
Send him
Moving
here.
to LC.
Take this guy. Send him. Oh, you know what I can do? I totally forgot. Check this out. Support beacon. Drop it. Buildings. Barracks. Oh wait. Barracks. Vehicle bay. I totally forgot I could do this. That's kind of. Oh. Wow.
Unit is under attack.
That's not really good. What? Okay, guys, let's fight. Sometimes the controls, if I have something selected or not selected. Okay.
Touching down.
So this, let's get some medics and grenadiers. Let's
Sky
move my helicopters back.
Moving to position.
And then now I've got this army I can move in
Standing
with.
by. Taking your position.
Oh, riot van. I did not have that before.
On guard. Ready to move out. Ready for contact.
Oh. Yes, took out a helicopter pretty quick. Switch the riot van to... Oh, I already have it. The marking... Does that mean I have that selected? I don't know now. When you have the marking projectiles, it gives longer range to enemy, or for your units to shoot enemies. It's actually a pretty cool idea. Alright.
Shield and Caduceus.
I'm just gonna build a random laser turret here just in case.
Caution. Enemy units approaching.
But we need to go do this.
As soon as I can.
This game is telling me to hurry up. You see, I marked that unit so it's easier for the other units.
On my way.
We got air.
We've been trying.
We got that. Okay. This part is the harder part. Not everyone can
Stay right there.
Okay, we can do that up pretty quick. And I just did a riot
Received.
drop. Just drop.
You gotta get past
Drop.
me.
Hopefully it's good.
Stat.
Okay, that worked out
Understood.
way better than I thought. When I was playing last night, I almost
On my way. Patch yourselves up.
Am I gonna survive this?
Suppressing. Confirmed HQ.
Wow. I got destroyed, but was that fun or what? Get some tanks. Let's get some more. I don't know. Just some more guys here. This takes some time. Let me try to like send out as much as I have left.
Got it. Carrier reporting. Acknowledged command. No problem.
Oh, that was weird. My mouse stopped for a second. Weird. Okay. I just gotta. Oh, that was a pretty quick. What are you guys doing? Stay back. Alright, that was
Engaging enemy.
Our harvester is under attack.
want to move in fast so they don't have time to...
Our harvester is under attack.
What? Okay, you know what I need to do? Let's build some more lasers. I feel like they've been slowly taking out my defenses without me knowing. Okay. Oh, crap.
Awaiting orders. Sir, yes, sir.
All right.
Reporting.
Let's see how far we can get. Let's do this.
Commander. You got it. Moving out. Affirmative.
You know what? I need more anti-air. I need more anti-air. Let's get Shield Maiden. What are these anti-air?
Vehicle reporting.
Operator. Go back here. Okay, got the laser turrets. Interesting. Okay.
Keep with me.
Alright, here we go. The Shield Maiden would definitely help with air. I guess the drone operators as well. Okay. The Shield Maiden can also drop like a repair pod, which is pretty cool. I guess extend range. I don't know. Some other stuff. I haven't memorized everything yet. Alright, it is that time. I gotta go see what I can do. Just you guys move out. That's a lot of air, I think.
Understood.
I think they're under pressure. Okay, here we go. Got more.
Not a problem. Proceeding. Gliding over. Yes, command.
So I'm able to mark it so they have more
Let's
range.
confirm. Taking new position.
Caution. Enemy units approaching. Our harvester is under attack.
Moving to intercept. Clearing the air. Tracking target.
Oh, great.
Moving to
This guy's
intercept.
getting...
Clearing the air.
Oh, I get this guy.
Removing threat.
Yeah, too quick.
Not a problem. I'll take him. Gliding over.
Alright, get some guys built. So,
Understood.
Is under attack. Our harvester is under attack.
Gliding over. Yes, command. Let's confirm. Proceeding. I'll take him. Removing threat.
The harvester is under attack.
drone operators out. I got the laser thing built in their base. This is insane.
Our harvester is under attack.
Oh, was that my... That... But I'm almost there. Okay, I'm gonna go, but I know what I need to do for the rest of the mission is just continue to bombard them with more tanks. This is what makes this game, this type of game, so fun to me. Oh, I can't wait to play more later. But it is that time. So, thanks for tuning in this Friday. Hope you have a good weekend. Let me know what you think of that game, Tempest Rising, the RTS. I think it's amazing. I had so much fun. Like, it's weird. My eyes like water just a little bit. It's almost like because I am getting that dopamine hit I need of strategy, fight. Oh, I'm dying, but I know what I could do to build more to then send out, and then it activates everything. So, anyway, I'm gonna head out. Have a good weekend. We'll talk.